Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The 25-year-old magician, who came second in the main competition behind Adrian Stoica and his dog Hurricane, will take part in the new series. Fantasy League will premiere on January 1 and see 40 of the top acts from over the years compete against each other in teams headed up by judges Simon Cowell, Howie Mandel, Heidi Klum, and Mel B. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, Anna said she cannot reveal details of the new series, but it will be a lot of fun, and the show will set the bar even higher. Asked if any judges clash during the show, she said, "They all have their moments against each other because they're competing, and they want the person who's on their team to win. Simon and Howie butt heads. It'll be fun to watch. I'm really excited for it to come out because it's definitely showing a different side of me. The first season you got an intro. I just did my season, but for most people, it's like they're coming back after not being on the show for years." The judging team has been switched up, with Sofia Vergara being replaced by Spice Girl Mel B for the Fantasy League, who has previously been a judge. AGT Joey Urne. Hannah is a trailblazing Filipina-American cardist and mentalist, and the first female magician to reach the final of AGT, which she describes as an honor. Having started learning magic as a junior member of the prestigious Magic Castle in Hollywood, she has been exposed to high-level magic from a young age. Splitting her time between Miami and Los Angeles, she had already performed in nightclubs for celebrities including Bella Hadid, and been paid for huge corporate gigs before AGT. She previously appeared on the Australian version of the show, but feels America's Got Talent is harder than any other show. "I think it is the hardest talent competition show in the world," Anna explained. "The American market is very competitive, it's so large too. So you've got to think how many people actually audition and then how many don't make it. So to come second amongst literally tens of thousands of auditions is very hard, and it was the biggest stage I've done so far. The other hard part about it is that it's live. When you're doing social media videos, you can cut that up yourself and edit it, give the best version, you have the time. NHONNR. But in TV, you have to make sure you don't get cut too commercial. Magic needs time for build-up and context. Versus I feel like you can tell someone is a good singer within the first minute." Anna was disappointed she didn't win the show, but joked the only thing she would have done differently was add a dog to her performance after she was beaten by Hurricane. "I'm honored to have made it that far. It hopefully will inspire more girls to get into it and audition, or even start performing and pick it up and learn. I get a ton of girls, and when they see like me do magic, they're like, oh my gosh, I've always liked magic and I've always wanted to learn. I never see anyone else doing it. And I think a part of it is just representation. I think people don't realize, of course, there's no reason a girl couldn't do magic too." The young performer has a busy schedule and has also partnered with Passes, a creator brand-friendly platform that allows fans to buy content without the stigma associated with joining. It's a paywall platform, all PG family-friendly content, and it allows you to access my tutorials so you can learn magic from me. "Letting you in on revealing my secrets," she said. "When people think of a magician, they think of an older man. So my goal is to redefine the image of what a magician is." Sure. Here's a detailed creative write-up about AGT runner-up Anna DeGuzman, revealing behind-the-scenes tensions between judges during the Fantasy League spin-off, emphasizing the competitive dynamics of the show. Title: Anna DeGuzman reveals judges' tensions and rivalry in AGT Fantasy League spin-off. The most competitive season yet. America's Got Talent, AGT, has never shied away from the spotlight, showcasing dazzling acts that capture the hearts and imaginations of millions. This year, magician and AGT runner-up Anna DeGuzman is pulling back the curtain on a new twist to the show, the AGT Fantasy League spin-off, and revealing some fiery behind-the-scenes tension between the celebrity judges. What was supposed to be a friendly spin-off has apparently turned into one of the most competitive seasons yet, with two of the judges clashing in unexpected ways. In an exclusive interview, DeGuzman opens up about the cutthroat dynamics, her experience as a contestant turned insider, and the unexpected rivalries that are taking the spin-off to new heights of drama. If you thought the competition on the main stage was intense, wait until you hear what's happening in this high-stakes season. A new spin on an old favorite, the Fantasy League concept. The AGT Fantasy League spin-off brings a fresh and exciting twist to the AGT format. Modeled after fantasy sports leagues, the spin-off allows each of the judges to draft a team of their favorite acts from past seasons, including some of the best runners-up and semifinalists. These teams compete head-to-head for a championship title that will determine which judge has the ultimate eye for talent. But while the concept of fantasy sports often invokes friendly rivalry, DeGuzman reveals that the behind-the-scenes dynamics in the AGT Fantasy League have been far from playful. Instead, the competition among the judges has escalated to a boiling point, with two key figures butting heads in a way that no one expected. The rivalry that no one saw coming. It didn't take long for tensions to rise during the filming of AGT Fantasy League, as DeGuzman explains. While fans are used to seeing the judges banter back and forth, the rivalry between two specific judges, whom DeGuzman diplomatically did not name outright, has spiraled into something much more intense. Things definitely got heated between two of the judges, DeGuzman says with a knowing smile. I think they're both so passionate about their teams and their choices, but at some point it crossed the line into real competition, and they started butting heads, big time. From DeGuzman's insider perspective, what started as playful competition quickly evolved into a contest of egos. Each judge was fiercely defending their decisions, and the stakes seemed higher than ever. DeGuzman even hints that the tension wasn't just limited to the judging panel, but spilled over into the rehearsals and interactions with the contestants. Let's just say you could feel the pressure on the stage. Everyone was aware that this was no ordinary AGT season, she says. The judges were on edge, and it felt like each performance was going to make or break their reputations. The most competitive season yet? For DeGuzman, who finished as a runner-up in the most recent season of AGT, the experience of competing was intense, but the atmosphere on the Fantasy League spin-off was on a whole other level. As both a contestant and a spectator, she was able to witness firsthand the determination of each judge to secure the winning team. I've been on AGT before, and trust me, the competition is always fierce. But the Fantasy League felt different. It's not just the contestants trying to prove themselves, it's the judges too. They each want to win so badly, and it's really upped the intensity of the whole show. The added pressure stems from the fact that in this format, the judges' reputations are on the line. While they've been tasked with identifying the next big star in AGT's regular seasons, the Fantasy League puts their credibility under the spotlight in an entirely new way. Winning here isn't just about selecting the right talent, it's about proving you have the best eye for success. DeGuzman points out that this shift in focus has made the spin-off incredibly engaging, both for the contestants and the viewers. It's almost like watching a chess game. The judges are thinking 5 steps ahead, strategizing and trying to outdo one another. You can see it in how they approach each act and how they react to each performance. The contestants caught in the crossfire. But what about the contestants? In many ways, they've been caught in the crossfire of this high-stakes rivalry. DeGuzman herself knows how intense the pressure can be when competing on such a massive stage. But the dynamic in the Fantasy League has added a whole new layer of complexity for returning acts. Think for some of the contestants, it was a bit of a shock, DeGuzman admits. They came in thinking this would be like a reunion, a chance to showcase their talents again, but they quickly realized that the judges were taking it very seriously. The competition was just as fierce, if not more so, than the regular AGT season. She goes on to explain that the atmosphere backstage was full of uncertainty. Contestants were constantly trying to read the judges' moods and strategize accordingly. For some, the judges' rivalry provided an opportunity to play the system, to exploit the tension and push their performances to stand out. For others, the pressure was almost overwhelming, as the sense of being part of something much bigger than just another season of AGT weighed heavily on their shoulders. When you have two powerhouse judges going at it, you can't help but feel the pressure to deliver something extraordinary. It wasn't just about being good, it was about making sure you were the best, because you didn't want to let your judge down. It definitely added a new dimension to the performances. Anna DeGuzman's journey and perspective. For Anna DeGuzman, her experience on AGT, and now in the Fantasy League spin-off, has been nothing short of transformative. As a skilled magician and cardist, she has wowed audiences with her slate of hand and showmanship. But now, as she watches the competition from a slightly different perspective, she's come to appreciate the intricacies of how AGT operates behind the scenes. I feel like I've gained a whole new appreciation for what goes into making AGT such a massive hit, she shares. There's so much more to it than what the audience sees on TV. The judges are real people with real ambitions, and sometimes that leads to conflicts that you don't expect. DeGuzman also reflected on how her own journey as a contestant helped her understand the contestants' mindset in the Fantasy League. Having come so close to winning, she knows the emotions and pressures that each act is facing, especially with the added element of the judges' rivalry looming over them. In a way, I feel like I can relate to them even more now, DeGuzman says. I know what it's like to stand on that stage, hoping to make an impact. But I also know how important it is to stay focused on your own performance, even when there's so much going on around you. What's next for AGT Fantasy League? With the AGT Fantasy League shaping up to be one of the most competitive seasons yet, all eyes are on the final episodes to see which judge will come out on top, and how the intense rivalry will play out. Fans are eagerly awaiting the drama and high-energy performances that have become synonymous with AGT. But DeGuzman's revelation suggests that this season might be more unpredictable than ever. I think fans are going to be really surprised by how everything unfolds, DeGuzman teases. There are twists and turns that no one saw coming, and I think that's what makes this season so exciting. It's not just about the performances, it's about the journey, the relationships, and the competition between the judges. As AGT continues to push the boundaries of talent competitions, the Fantasy League spin-off stands as a testament to the show's ability to evolve and surprise its audience. With passionate contestants, high-stakes drama, and judges who are willing to go all out to claim victory, it's no wonder that DeGuzman is calling it the most competitive season yet. In the world of AGT, where the unexpected is always expected, the Fantasy League has proven that even the judges are not immune to the heat of competition. And with Anna DeGuzman's insider revelations, it's clear that the tensions behind the scenes are just as riveting as the performances on stage. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.